Space, the magical frontier. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the game room. Rob here. About to crack open an Edge of Eternities Play Booster box. This is box number 1 of 3. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Be careful if you're opening these boxes. If you have an X-Acto knife, box cutter, knife, scissors, don't play with pointy objects. Alright. So far, we've only opened a bundle. Didn't get much out of the bundle. So check out that video to see where we're at. We're looking for some of the big pulls. There's a handful that are over $10. Those are the ones that we're looking for. And hopefully we get one, because that would be awesome. Maybe we'll get us an ancient tomb. I wouldn't mind having an ancient tomb in my life. So let's jump right in. Oh, come on. We're just gonna flip through these. I don't know if there's any uncommons that are worth anything. Oh my god, thrumming hive pull right off of the rip. We'll take that all day, every day. That there, land. Alright, we'll try to keep these piles a little organized if we can. Okay. Alright, why are you doing this to me on camera, pack? There we go. Why are you doing this to me in front of my friends, pack? Alright. Oh, there's something extendo and foily in the background. Tragic trajectory. Well, something ardent. The Emma, that is a rare tutor. Blast zone in foil. I do love me a blast zone though. Look at that. That looks really nice. I'll see that. Human fire when ready. We'll just put that one right there. Nice little pull. That's from the, what is that considered? The guest? Is that a guest card? I think they're all lands as well. So Tanuk Lumen class frigates. Station with 2 other creatures get +1/+1 and flying and lifelink. It's a 3/5. Okay. Interesting. Foil. We got an extendo land and a robot. Rubit. Yeah, as I mentioned in the other video, it'd been really cool to have some special guest cards with like alt arts, kind of like how they did with Jurassic Park. Sneak those cards in there. Maybe a Star Wars, Star Trek, Futurama perhaps. Ooh, Cythera the Super Void. I think this is one of the big hits. It is. I think this is like a $10 to $15 card. Mythic number 1 on the board. But yeah, I would have liked to see some really cool guests. I made a proxy card, so I don't know if people like proxies. You can say what you want, but the lobster guy, the lobster citizen, I made Rogos the Daft Gastronaut with the Zoidberg art. He's eating food because he's food related. In the back it's just a plain black cardstock, so came out pretty neat if you ask me. Alright, if you want to see how I make proxies, I just found a video online. I do it the exact same way for the most part, but if you'd like to see me do it, I'll make a video about it, probably, maybe. Dual Sun Technique, Sunken Citadel. It enters taps. As it enters, choose a color, add 1 mana to the chosen, add 2 mana to the chosen color, activate as line. Okay, this is currently in standard. Evendo Walking Haven. Is this one of the expensive? It is an expensive card. This is a mythic. If it has 12, you tap it to add green for each creature you control. So it's Guy's Cradle on a spaceship. Oh, it's on land. I thought it was a spaceship. It's not even a spaceship. Cool. So far, 2 for 2 on Mythics being hits, so we're not getting any trash Mythics at least so far. We're doing pretty. We're not even through the first stack of cards. Caesarean Dirgecraft. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. That's pretty good. +7 gets flying. It's 4/3. Starfield Vocalist. We're looking for the alt art of this one. This one's worth money in the fancy art with the girl singing. Put this foil over here. So it says if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time and it has warp. That is rare. So far we got some good hits. We got the Thrumming High Pull. Thrumming High Pull is another $10 card right now. So we're doing pretty decent. I think we paid about $100 per box. So as long as we make $100 since we bought a case, it's we got a little bit of a discount for buying in bulk. So that's pretty good. Sunset Saboteur, Menace Ward. Discard a card whenever this creature attacks. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature an opponent controls. What? I guess because it's a 4/1 Menace Boy for 2. I don't know if I like that. Kill ship. Swamp. And a human this time. Did anyone go to pre-release? If you did, let me know how you did. I came in 6th. Oh my god, Magus of the Moon? That is a mythic? I don't know what it does. Oh, non-basic lands are mountains. Wow, that's kind of gross and mean. Wow, it's a 2/2 human wizard. We'll put that right here under the logo of the channel so everyone can see it. Mouth of the Storm. Loading Zone. If one or more counters were to put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters are put on instead. So it'll get you warping. Get your warping going. Not warping. What is it called? Charge counters up. Wow, this is only the first stack of cards from this box, and we are getting some good hits. The hits keep coming, and they don't stop coming. Shrek would be proud of us right now. Infinite Guideline Station. This is Wooburg. We got a whole card in foil. I like that. Let me read this because I don't know what this does. When Infinite Guideline Station enters, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. Ooh, wow. That's actually not a bad commander. I can see that being a decent commander. What do y'all think? Would you play it as a commander? Since your spaceships can be your commanders now? Plus, if you're playing a 5-color commander, all you gotta do is put a bunch of good stuff in there and you're good to go. Honor Guard, Honored Knight Captain is pretty good. Get you a token. Oh my god. Lost in Space? Hold on. Wait, that doesn't go there. I'm all out of sync right now. You go here. This is the Dominion Bracelet. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has pay 15. Exile the Dominion Bracelet. You control target opponent during their next turn. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the creature's power. Activate only as a sorcery equipped for 1. Oh my god, I don't even know if that's worth anything. I don't have it on my list, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but that's 4 mythics in this box. Plus Magus of the Moon is considered a mythic, so that's 4. We got a nice foily land over here. What is this called again? Blast Zone. That's not a mythic though. That's a rare. Interesting. Hopefully we keep it going. Sammy ships injured. Anthropic Battle Cruiser. This is the card that I got as my pre-release card. Oh, you're a fancy land. You go here. So this one says if it has 1 charge on it, each opponent, whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. And then when it has 8 counters on it and it attacks, each opponent discards a card, and then each opponent who can't loses 3 life. So there's potential for 6 life loss on that. Plus it's a flying 3/10 with death touch, so that's kind of gross. Each time I got it out, somebody destroyed it, so that was, I did not even get a chance to do it. That's probably why I came in 6th place, because I was trying to make that work. I was just trying to have fun with the spaceships, guys. Come on, what is this? When a land enters, you gain a life. Okay, that's pretty good. Whenever a creature... Oh, this is the pinger. I like that. Let's see. Corel of the Void. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this aura unless a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm getting a lot of black cards, I feel like. Sorry, I sneezed a second ago. I think I'm going to cut it out of the video, but man, it's lingering. Breeding Pool. That's a land. Let's put that with the lands. Oh my god, what is Weft Walking? When this enchantment enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast without paying its mana cost. Wow, as if Omniscience was not good enough. Oh, we got a rare foil, Bioengineer Future. When this enters, create a land or token. Each creature you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. So you play your land first and then play that. Interesting. A lot of landfall stuff in this set, I feel like. Oh, cool. New Virus Beetle art. That's badass. I wish I pulled some of those last night. That would have been cool. Halder Blade. I'll read that later. Weapons Manufacturing. Whenever a non-token artifact control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Cool. Let's get the party going. So that's only 1 shock land so far. I think there's 5. And Servondum, Sunstar Exemplar. This is a really good card. So whenever a creature you control dies or is put into exile, you put a 1/1 counter on him, you gain a life. And then if his power is 4 or greater and he dies, you get to destroy a non-land permanent, which is pretty cool. I used that quite a bit last night. Well, only twice. I got his ability twice, but I got him out in multiple games. He did some work. There's another Orzhov legendary that does some work too. If I pull it, I'll show it. I'll show you the one I'm talking about. Bioengineered Future Part 2. Ooh, a Foily Swamp. These things look so nice. Human. Magus of the Moon. Okay, hit that note. It's a high note. Oh, what is this? Echoing Deeps. You may have this land enter tapped as a copy of any land card in a graveyard, except it's a cave in addition to its other types. I think that's what that is. So that's cool. Oh, we got the Frenzies, but we got an Eldrazi Temple. This is a good card also, by the way. I don't know if this is an expensive card, but it's a 2-drop that whenever this spell can't be countered, it has Trample Haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and combat damage can't be prevented. It's so much for 2. Okay, this Eldrazi Temple is ridiculous. I don't have one of these, so this is super exciting. Okay, we're back. Camera's fixed. Eldrazi Temple in foil. Tap it to add 1, tap it to add 2, spend this mana only to cast colorless Eldrazi spells or activate abilities of colorless Eldrazi. That's pretty cool. Oh man, and the glare is right on it too. You know what? That's just highlighting what a cool pool it is. We'll be covering it here, so that's fine. Fell Grave shit. Ooh, Sacred Foundry. That is 2 shocklands. 2 shocklands. 2 shocklands. Ooh, got the Tezzeret Cruel Captain. What is that called? Emblem. I almost called it a logo. Alright. Vote out. Litho Breaking and Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam. It's a construct. And a Extendo Swamp. We're almost done with the second pile. We got about 3 more packs, I think. This worm is annoying. Somebody was playing it. It's only cost 2. When it comes in, they gain 2 life, so it's like keeping them out of range. So it's kind of annoying. Got another Servondum. Did I put Servondum up here? This is uncommon. Oh no, this is the one I was talking about. Okay, the Lucent. That's the Sunstar Exemplar. This is the Lucent. So this one has Lifelink and Death Touch. But whenever it enters or attacks, your other creatures get +1/+1 on gain Death Touch until end of turn. It's really gross. So I like that. We got another Dominion Bracelet. Okay, we could have done without duplicates of that. I'll take duplicates of Mythics, but I'd rather them be fancy Mythics. Ooh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Mythics. That might be all of the Mythics in the box at this point. And 2 of them are the same. Ooh, Godless Shrine. That's 3 shocklands in a box. Oh, we got a Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam Extendo. We'll put that over here with Magus of the Moon. Alright. Shocklands. That's kind of cool. We're on our way to get all 5. That'd be pretty dope. Get all 5 in one box. What is this? Petrified Field. You can add a color to sacrifice this land to return target landing card from your graveyard to your hand. Never seen this land in my life, so at least I have one now. Let's shorten this up a little bit. Memorial Waltz. Interesting. Keeping it going here. Monoist Circuit Fender. Beyond the Quiet, exile all creatures and spacecrafts. That's a board white. Because we definitely don't have enough of those. Hey, I just noticed I got a sliver token down here. Pretty cool. Skater Maw is pretty good limited card as well. Titan, Lasher Whip, and Caveron Memorial World. This is a mythic. Let's read this real quick. Sorry. It enters taps for red, and you can pay 2 and tap it to sacrifice a land to create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. I don't know about that one. It doesn't seem that good. I'm not a big fan of sacrificing my lands to do things. But if you're in red, I guess you're doing stuff, but if you're in red, you want to be attacking, not tapping your stuff to charge your space stations or your lands. Is that just me? Synthesizer Lab Ship. Colossus. Alright, we got about 5 more packs, I think. Honor's a good card. As long as you can get the colors you need when you're playing. Secluded Starforge. Alright. Orbital Plunge, Extendo Forest, and a Drone. Alright, so far we only got 3 cards of the big ones on the list of expensive cards, which I guess that's not bad. What's this? Raging Ravine. It enters tap, it taps for red and green. You can pay 4. Until your turn, it becomes a 3/3 red and green elemental creature token with whenever this creature attacks, but a 1/1 counter on it. It's still a land. Cool. Moonlit Meditation. First time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of Enchanted Permanent. Wow, that's actually pretty good. But I don't know how many blue token maker decks there are. At least in Standard. Are there? I mean, I guess is it, right? Is it a thing? Maybe? I don't know. I could just be making up stuff. Space-time anomaly. 2 white blue. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. Oh my god, that's gonna be so good. And the one deck from Final. Oh, we got the Eldrazi guy too. Hell yeah. Double rare pack. Anti-causal vestige. When this creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Then you may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Warp 4. It's a 7/5. That's gross. How is that not an expensive card? I feel like that should be an expensive card. It's an Eldrazi also. Does anyone else think it's kind of weird that we're getting Eldrazi's? Maybe we'll have more Eldrazi soon. Arch Enemy's Charm. Black. Choose 1 exile target creature, Planeswalker. That's pretty good. Return up to 1 target creature and a Planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, choose up to 1 or 2 creature. Okay. Put 2/1 counters on target creature control against lifelink until end of turn. That's a rare. Swamp. Yeah. Getting duplicate mythics was kind of lame. I know that's not a mythic, but it's a crazy alt art, so we're putting it there anyway. Timeline color. Ice Till Explorer. You may play additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard. And then whenever land you control enters a mill a card. There was a guy that got this card, and he pulled one of the special guest lands, Strip Mine. So he was able to strip mine everybody, which was kind of gross. Over and over and over. So that was ridiculous. Foil, planes, and a robot. Alright. that was it for box number 1. Let's clean this up, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Y'all be safe, and later, buckaroos. That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Be sure to like, follow, or subscribe if you enjoyed the show. You can also follow us on Facebook or Twitter and join our conversations on Discord. Be safe, everyone, and thanks for hanging out. Later, buckaroos.
See you. Take care, everybody.